Ooh. Hello, everybody. Give me 1 second. What's happening? I'm drinking me some sparkling water. Woo, y'all. We got to talk about Abraham Lincoln. Look at Drew Barrymore. She up there twerking. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Uh-uh. Don't. You know what? I'm glad Drew got her life together. Okay, y'all. Okay, I want to talk about. I know it's an old story, and we have we have talked about it since school, and we've heard about Abraham Lincoln. But since I've been investing in TV lately, since I bought that TV, y'all, the other day, I actually been watching TV because I'm really not a. I like American history. I like history. Anything with American, I can sit up and watch it all night long. Especially if it involves slaves, I'm going to watch it. Well, I've heard the story about Abraham Lincoln. There was some things that I saw, and it was this. I started watching it last night, but then I fell asleep, and then I woke up this morning to watch the rest of it. Well, that man went through a lot. He was. I really believe in my heart that everybody's here for a reason. That everybody comes down here for a reason. There are some people who are there's some people who that come down on this earth that I really believe God uses them for certain things. Some things may not be big as the other one. But Abraham Lincoln, after watching that story today, he was way before his time. Like he was, and I remember saying when he went to Washington, he dealt with depression. He wanted to take his life. He lost his child. I mean, that man went through a lot. His mother died. Um, he didn't win the presidency the first time. Uh, he went through a lot. But I remember when he went to, they were showing where he went to Washington D.C. and there was some slaves that was walking by him, and he just stopped in his tracks and just looked. He just looked. And God used him. Hey, happy Thursday. God used him. God used him to do what he did because he was way before his time. And if you think about what he did back then when being a free slave wasn't even talked about, like that was like no, we're not doing that. And then, he lost some battles. He lost a lot of battles. They was trying to take over Washington. That man went through a fucking lot of shit. And then I didn't know that him and Frederick Douglass was close like that. Like they were really close. Like Frederick Douglass, went to the White House and hung out with him and shit. He was there when he did the inaugural speech. I'm like, what? So, but man, Abraham Lincoln was definitely God's. He was definitely called by God. I wonder who would have done it if he hadn't ever did it. Who would have did it if? And they said he died. He was murdered 5 days after when they finally. And here's another thing that really, really didn't surprise me: that it was racism. It was racism that killed all those people. All of those people died because they didn't want us to be free. They all died because they didn't want us to be free. That's just, and then you wonder why we as black people. If you watch that movie and you know the story, it's like we should be together. Like we should be loving on one another. Like the shit that our people went through, you know. Um, and Frederick Douglass, he wasn't happy with Lincoln at first because Lincoln, if Lincoln, they was trying to tell Lincoln, let's get the war, let's get the war going, let's finish the war, and then we'll talk about freeing the slaves, but he wanted to do it before then. He said, and they said, oh, if you do this, you're not going to win the next presidency of the United States, and he did. And so that reminds me that if you believe in something and you stand for something that's right, you stand up for it no matter what. And that's what he did. And for him to do that in the 1800s, oh, bitch, he was a bold man. He was a bold man. He was a really bold man. And I read up on the history about his family. They never owned slaves. Now his wife's family owned slaves. Yeah, his wife family owned slaves. But he he never owned slaves, never did, and he treated black people with respect. They showed this once episode where Frederick Douglass, once the war and everything was over, they was celebrating this stuff, and Frederick Douglass came to his house, and he was coming through, and the soldier stopped him. He's like, "Where you think he going?" And he was like, Frederick Douglass was looking at him like, "Where you think? Where you think I'm going?" And that's when Abraham Lincoln saw him and was like, "No, no, no, no. What's going on here? What's the tea?" So he really respected. Abraham Lincoln really respected black people, and God brought him down on this earth to do that. He did. I mean, you can't look at it no other way. I'm sure maybe later in life somebody else may have tried it to set, so the blacks could be freed or whatever the case may be, but he was put down here for a reason. I mean, and this is. I know it's an old story. I know we talk about it all the time. I know we know it, but for me to sit there and watch the video today, it really made me open my eyes. Even though he went through sickness, his wife got sick. His wife, somebody tried to kill his wife. They always tried to take him out. They always was trying to take him out. 'Cause, like, he would have to go, like when he traveled across the country, he'd have to go long ways around than try to go the regular way because maybe they was trying to get him, honey. And so the John Wilkes Booth guy who took him out, the John Wilkes Booth guy who took him out, he he was mad because he did the speech, he did the emancipation speech, and he didn't like that. He did not like that. He hated that. He had all that, and it's so sad, man. You think about it, how hatred, America, it was built on hatred, racism, and hatred, and millions and thousands and thousands of, I don't know if it was millions that died, but it was thousands. More people died in the Civil War than any other war. From what I understand, I think that's what they said. A lot of people died. And that's why I understand, all the stuff that the black folks went through, you would think that we would be trying to, like, he was a tall man too. He was very tall. Oh, T bitch. They was trying to insinuate that he was gay because if you watch the movie that I was watching, they all slept in the same bed. What? But they said that was just the thing back then. Men slept in the same bed. I'm like, bitch. Hell, he looked like he was about 7 feet tall. So where they gonna sleep at? I'm doing good. Where they gonna sleep at? And he's 7. How? Let me see how tall he was. He was tall as hell. I did also Google, did he ever cheat on his wife, and they said there was some speculations going around, but no one ever. He seemed like he might have been a pretty cool guy. Did how tall was Abraham Lincoln? How tall was Abraham Lincoln?
Abraham Lincoln was the tallest U.S. president. standing at 6 feet 4 inches,
Oh, okay.
which is 193 centimeters.
I thought
He
he
was
might.
known for his
Okay,
height
girl,
and
that's
thin
enough, bitch.
frame
I just want to
with
know.
long arms and
Okay,
legs.
okay, girl, that's enough. I thought he might have been like 7 feet, but he was 6'4". He was getting there though. He was getting there. And yeah, they was speculating that he was might have been. Well, they didn't say he was gay, but they was questioning why all these men sleeping in the same bed. Like, but they said that's what they did back then. Men slept in the same bed. That must have been a big ass bed they slept in. But yeah, he went through depression. He said he wanted to take his life. He wanted to give up, and then when he didn't do well in the Senate and all this stuff, he was trying to run for president. It was a failure for him, but he bounced back. He bounced back, and so that's a lesson for everybody, including myself. No matter what you go through, you just got to keep pushing, and if it's meant to happen, it'll definitely happen for you. If not, then maybe it's not meant to happen. But that man went through hell. And I googled if they have any descendants of him. He has some descendants. He was I think on his wife's side, Tom Hanks was one of the descendants. Let me see, who was Abraham Lincoln's descendants? Um, it's,
Abraham Lincoln had only one son, Robert Todd Lincoln, who had children. However, the direct line of Lincoln descendants ended with Robert Todd Lincoln Beckwith, who died without children in 1985. So there are no direct descendants today.
okay, so he only had the only son to survive his adulthood. He had three children. Robert Todd Lincoln. Um, I thought I read something where his wife, I think his wife might have been kin to some people that's living now. I want to say Tom Hanks. Yeah, I want to say Tom Hanks. Yeah, and some other people they said too. Yeah, but oh, here it was that Elvis Presley shares DNA and Abraham Lincoln. Elvis Presley shares DNA with Abraham Lincoln and Jimmy Carter. Yeah. Third cousin, five times removed. Jimmy Carter, sixth cousin, once removed, along with two former presidents. Elvis also a branch of the family tree. That's crazy. Oh well. So anyway, yeah. But if I'm sure y'all have seen it before. But if you haven't, if you don't think you can make it in life, watch that. Watch that clip. Same thing with Martin Luther King. And you know what? You know what's crazy, y'all? Every person who tried to make it better for this country was murdered. They was just trying to do the right thing. They wanted us to try to live together. Y'all kill Abraham Lincoln. You kill. Oh, and in the movie they show where the well, I don't care if it ain't always correct, but I'm finna block you. Goodbye. Get off my fucking live. The fuck? Do you know that Google tells me I can block people? Get the fuck off my live. People get on my fucking nerves. So anyway, Google how do you block people? Do that. So anyway, they he okay. So John Wilkes Booth, who shot and killed him, he tried to take out the whole uh, what they call it, the staff. He tried to. So it was some man that was laying in the bed. He was close to Lincoln. He had some accident. He broke in there and tried to take him out. He almost killed him, but he didn't kill him because whatever accident he was in, he had something on his throat or on his face where he couldn't stab him. Whatever he did, he was trying to take out four people at the same time. He was going to get that man and three other people, and then he was going to get Lincoln. But he eventually got Lincoln. He eventually got Lincoln. But and I think after Lincoln, I think that's when they started protecting the presidents. Even though there was a scene in the movie where they asked somebody asked Lincoln, "Well, you always got to have this man walking around with you." He had a gun. He had the man walking around with him or something. Let me see. I think they started getting Secret Service. I don't know. It might have been after Lincoln. Let me see. When did Secret Service come into play with the presidents of the United States?
1901.
Oh,
According to
1901.
Facebook, after the
Okay.
assassination of President William McKinley in 1901, Congress expanded Secret Service protection for U.S. presidents.
Oh, so they had another president that was assassinated? President William McKinley? Oh, I didn't know that. He was assassinated in 1901. Wow. I don't even remember him. And I remember 1901. That's crazy. But yeah, I figured they would do it after Lincoln. They said 1901 after McKinley. I don't remember him. Let's see if I can pull up his picture. Yeah. History, man. American history. It is awesome. It is just I love it. I love American history. I want to watch George Washington. I want to watch his story next, and some other stories too about presidents and civil rights. And I love American history, y'all. I love it. It's better than watching baddies. Sorry. Now, what is they cooking on this show? What the hell is that? That looks. I don't know what the hell it is. It's probably good, but it looks nasty. Wasn't Drew Barrymore the one that said? When Drew Barrymore the one that was in the TV that movie a long time ago, y'all? She was in the TV when they snatched her into that TV. Was that Drew Barrymore? That shit look nasty as hell. She's come a long way. She got all this. She got all the TV show. I don't know what the shit that is they eating right there. That yuck. Oh, basil and the Greek word meaning royal because it's used to make perfume for kings. Basil, some type of basil, something. You got to put the oil on it. Look at it. Look at her face. She don't like it, bitch. Okay, she gonna do another taste. Hold on. Where's my remote? I don't feel like digging for it. I don't know what the hell it is. Take another taste, girl, and tell us what it tastes like. Okay, here she go. No, put it on her. Yeah, they don't want to show what she give her. They don't want to show her expression. And it must be good. She eating the hell out of it. It must be good. She eating the hell out of it. Oh yeah, she like it. She like it. Okay. Oh, she was on ET. Is that what she was on? It was so long ago I don't remember. Yeah. Wasn't she the little girl that was then they snatched her into the I don't know. I can't remember. It was so long ago. Hmm. Oh, the little girl. Okay. Well, y'all, this time tomorrow I'll be headed to the airport, headed to Dallas. Oh, she was also in Scream. Okay. Yeah. I'm happy for her. She got a little TV show and everything. I don't care how many TV shows they get. Ain't nobody gonna ever be able to replace Oprah Winfrey. I'm sorry. Hold on, y'all. It's my ride. Like, oh, y'all. That's why you got to talk to me when you can. My ride's here. Love y'all. Bye.